The willingness to show up changes us. It makes us braver each time. That's from Brené Brown. And I'm using this quote today under the spiritual pillar because I think that there is a spiritual aspect to our lives that's being sorely missed, sorely ignored, and that's one of the big reasons that we're in the challenging position that our world is in today. We seem to be lacking the willingness to do what we know is right. We seem to be lacking the willingness to show up and defend those things that we know are right. And what's so beautiful about Brené's quote on here is that when we do show up, when we are willing, when we grab onto our courage and pull on our big boy pants, we become braver and more willing to do it again tomorrow. So my challenge for you today is to examine one area of your life from a spiritual aspect and ask yourself, how can I show up in this area of my life today and do one thing, one small thing, to make that area of my life better? And then share with me in the comments what that was, because I'd be really curious to hear. I know for myself, it really all starts with, for me, it's two things actually. It's willingness and a deadline. For me, putting a clock on anything pretty much guarantees that it'll first get done, but second, that I will have no choice but to grab my willingness and my courage and go do it. So if that works for you, give yourself a deadline. I have a little 2-minute sand timer, got it from a dollar store, and whenever I'm struggling to get started to do the thing I know I need to do, I simply pick up that sand timer, turn it over, and now I have a 2-minute deadline. It's completely insane, it's completely arbitrary, and yet it works for me every single time. So maybe that'll work for you as well, I don't know. But if you think it might, go to your local dollar store, grab a 2-minute or a 5-minute timer, whatever one they happen to have, and then use it every single day. I think you'll find it will help you show up. It will help you to be willing to show up and do that thing that you know you have to do today. I think it'll help you do that every single day. And I mean, the beauty of doing this is that the impact that we can have in our world is phenomenal. And it all starts with that willingness. So that's my encouragement, be willing today to show up in your spiritual life in some way that will have a positive impact on yourself, on your family, on your friends, and the people that you care about most. That's what we're put on this earth to do, is to have a powerful, positive impact on people, not tear them down. Too many people are willing to tear everyone else down, and for some reason they think that makes them a better person. It's utter garbage. So when we approach it from this different place, when we embrace our willingness to show up and embrace that courage that is the result of that willingness to show up, we can make these amazing changes in our world. And our world desperately needs some positive changes. I think you'll agree with me on that. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Bye-bye.